and Sam enlisted in the Navy at the same time, so they went up to Chicago together. Pinky was only 17 or 18 at the time, and Sam would have been 26, I guess, something like that. And when they got to Navy Pier, they cut them off, and they never saw each other again till after the end of the war.
So they still kept in contact after the war?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he came back there too.
Oh, okay.
Nashville.
And
yeah, in fact, we were in contact with him until about 2 weeks before he died.
And so they were from the same hometown?
Mm-hmm.
What was the town?
Nashville, Indiana.
Nashville, Indiana.
Population 695, but in the summer there would be 50,000 there. It's like a mini Branson.
Oh, okay. What kind of things did they have to do there?
Artisans are there. There are silversmiths, goldsmiths,
okay.
glass blowers, weavers, all kinds of things like that. Plus there are 39 artists in the gallery who have studios there.
And Pinky's dad, I guess, was
his grandfather.
Or his grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And what was the name of the town that you grew up in?
Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan. And what year were you born?
1920. And I was born in Detroit, but at 3 months they moved to Flint. I never lived in Detroit again.
So they lived in Detroit when you were born?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So they didn't just go there for your...
No, no, they lived there.
Oh. Oh. And did you lived in Chicago at one point?
Yes,
right.
While Sam went to school. That's where he went to optometry school.
How many years did you guys live there?
Well, we were there 3 years and 8 months because it was trimesters instead of the full semesters. So that was just after the war they did that because they had so many coming in.
I bet that must have been a neat place to live at that.
It was. I loved Chicago. There's so much to do that was free because we didn't have much money. And then, too, we got to see the big bands and all that sort of thing when we did have any. And there were studios, the little recording studios among the black artists in Chicago, and you could go directly to their studios and buy their records.
Oh, cool.
So we had some really raunchy ones.
So you guys had a pretty big record collection?
Yeah, we did, and then I don't know whatever happened to it. We just, as we moved around, I guess got rid of some of them. Well, we couldn't use them anymore. They were the 78s.
Oh.
So, I don't know, I think we probably donated them to something.
I'm sure somebody got some good use out of them somewhere.
We had some good ones.
What did you do for fun when you were a kid?
A kid?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we played cowboy and Indian a lot, I remember in Flint. I can't go way back as to what I did for fun, but we moved to this one place when I was 9, and we lived there till we were 13. Not till I was. And it was a big neighborhood, but beside us and in back of that one were vacant lots. And the weeds grew up high, so all the kids played cowboy. We'd snake on our... No chiggers.
Oh, there weren't any chiggers up there?
No, or ticks. Never heard of them until I got here.
That must have been nice.
Yeah, you could sit out on your lawn and enjoy it. But remember that when I was a child, it was during the Depression.
Oh.
So, things were a lot different.
So you didn't get to go to the movie very often, then?
Well, yeah. We managed to get to go every Saturday to the movie, that nickel for 3 of us.
Oh, so it was 3 people and you got to see...
No, 3 of us got a nickel.
Oh, 3 of you.
So they managed that 15 cents. I don't know how, but they did. But we had to walk 1.5 miles to it, and past the Buick as we went, which was 1 mile.
What's the Buick?
The buildings, the Buick factory.
Oh, okay.
The Buick was made there, and Chevrolet was made there, and Fisher Body was there, AC Spark Plug, all those. When we went on field trips, it was just something like that. towards something, you know.
Did they have school buses back then like they have now, or?
No, but they had their schools organized better. If you were in a grade school, you were close enough to walk home for lunch.
Hmm.
So you never lived more than 5 blocks away from a school, in grade school. Then in junior high you went farther, because they would take several grade schools from around there. And then in high school I walked 1.5 miles, but it was on city streets rather than, this bothers me. So it was very cold, because I had to cross the Flint River, and it was all lumber yards and things by it, and it was cold in the winter.
Sounds like it would.